This is Freedom Files, the untold story of how nations broke their chains. The heart of Spain's empire. For centuries, Peru was not just another colony, it was the center of Spanish power in South America. From Lima, the capital of the Viceroyalty of Peru, Spain controlled vast territories, armies, and wealth. Silver from Potosi, gold from the Andes. Trade across the Pacific. While other regions rebelled, Peru remained loyal to Spain. Why? Because Spanish elites, royal armies, and church authority were deeply entrenched here. If Peru fell, the empire would fall with it. Just early resistance, ruthless repression. Resistance was not absent. In 1780, an indigenous leader named Túpac Amaru II rose against Spanish oppression. He demanded an end to forced labor, justice for indigenous people, freedom from colonial abuse. His rebellion spread across the Andes. Spain crushed it brutally. Túpac Amaru II was executed publicly, his body torn apart as a warning. But his name survived, and his spirit lingered. The liberation comes from the south and the north. By the early 1820s, Spain was losing control everywhere else. Two great liberators closed in on Peru from opposite directions. José de San Martín, from the south, Simón Bolívar, from the north. In 1820, San Martín landed on Peru's coast with an army. Spain weakened. Support for independence grew. On July 28, 1821, San Martín entered Lima and declared, "Peru is free." But it was not yet true. Spanish armies still controlled the highlands. The final battle had not been fought. There's the meeting that changed history. In 1822, San Martín and Bolivar met in Guayaquil. Behind closed doors, they discussed the fate of South America. History does not record their words, only the outcome. San Martín stepped aside. Bolivar took command. The final war would be fought his way. The battle that ended an empire. Ayacucho, 1824. On December 9, 1824, high in the Peruvian Andes, two armies met near Ayacucho. Bolivar's general, Antonio José de Sucre, led the patriot forces. The Spanish army was experienced, disciplined, and determined. But the tide of history had turned. In a decisive battle, the Spanish forces were crushed. Their commander surrendered. With that surrender, Spain's rule in South America was finished. Peru was free. South America was free. As a continent finally unchained, Ayacucho did more than liberate Peru. It ended 3 centuries of Spanish imperial rule across an entire continent. No more viceroys, no more colonial armies, no more empire. Peru became a republic, carrying the weight of history, sacrifice, and unfinished promises. Freedom had arrived, but rebuilding had just begun. Moral of the story: some chains are the hardest to break because they guard the center of power. Peru teaches us, when the final stronghold falls, an entire system collapses.